The actor was first charged in the case back in January of last year, but those charges were dropped just 3 months later, citing new evidence. Baldwin was holding a prop gun when it went off, killing cinematographer Helena Hutchins. Baldwin maintains he did not pull the trigger. Trey Lovell joins us now. He is an entertainment attorney with 2 decades of law experience. So walk us through this critical evidence that's come forward about the trigger.
Well, it looks like there's a couple of different things of new evidence. First, they have a report that the gun was required to have pressure put on it, and he had to have pulled the trigger. Whereas before they thought that maybe the gun had been modified prior to the shooting and/or malfunction. So this new report has confirmed that he did pull the trigger despite what he said. And then supposedly there's these videos out there that show that he was conducting safety on the set, telling people what to do, how to be safe, and that possibly created a duty on his part, which further required that he be safe when he handled the gun.
Okay, so he's sort of taking on an additional responsibility. As I recall, he was a producer too on that movie. Separately, as a legal matter, what is the difference between manslaughter in this case and involuntary manslaughter?
Well, it's really one and the same. There's 2 types of manslaughter. There's voluntary manslaughter, which is kind of heat of the passion type of conduct when you intend to do something but not necessarily kill them. Then there's involuntary manslaughter, when you do an act but you don't intend to kill anybody, but it's an unlawful act. So here they're saying that Baldwin was criminally negligent, either in the handling of the gun that had caused the death of Miss Hutchins, or he was negligent as a producer in the way he conducted safety on the set. Neither instances did he ever intend to shoot or kill her, but through the unlawful criminal negligence, that's what ended up happening.
Given earlier charges were dropped, will this be a hard case for prosecutors to make?
I think it's going to be extremely hard. The prosecutors are going to come from 2 angles. They're going to come from the actor's side that Baldwin was criminally negligent. He should have either checked the gun for bullets to make sure that there weren't real bullets in there. He should have pointed it somewhere else, not at Hutchinson, off center. It would never happen. And then they're going to try to show that as a producer, he had a duty and obligation for set safety. From the defensive perspective, they're going to go the other way. They're going to say he had no duty at all with regard to the safety of the gun. There's somebody on set, an armorer who was an expert and who was delegated that specific duty for set safety. And once she declared the gun was safe, he was entitled and allowed as an actor to rely on that. And thus, the fact it wasn't safe was not his fault. So it's going to be an effort in really kind of showing the world of movie making and the different duties that each person has to show that he had no duty in this particular instance for the gun. It was really somebody else.
Okay, final few seconds. Could there be a plea deal? And if he is convicted, what kind of prison time could he face?
Well, if he's convicted, he's looking up to 18 months maximum. Very unlikely that he would get that. Possibly a plea deal, but it would have to be a misdemeanor and something, really less. I think his team thinks he's got a good case, and he would probably fight it unless something really good came up.
Trey Lovell, thank you for your analysis.
Thank you so much.